Long-time stalker. First-time poster, so I apologize for any mistakes. I'm going to try to make this as short as possible while still including all the important details. My husband, M25, and I, F24, live overseas on a military base and have been here for close to a year. My husband has made a close work friend since we've been here. Let's call him S, M23. S is also married, but his wife, let's call her M, F23, doesn't live overseas due to personal family issues. Because of this, S spends a lot of time hanging out with us. We invite him to go with us when we go to visit new places, when we go out to eat, and regularly have him over for home-cooked meals, and to hang out since we know from personal experience that being away from your so can be difficult. Over the holidays, M came to visit S for a few days. This was the first time she had ever been here, and was the first time we were meeting her. S was really excited for her to come visit and for us to meet her, saying how much we were going to love her. We met her and things seemed great. She was friendly and we got along well. S and my husband decided that they wanted to cook a romantic dinner for us one night while we relaxed and got to know each other. And I sat on the couch at my home talking about friends, family, jobs, and anything else that came to mind. During this conversation, she told me how thankful she was that S had us as friends, and how it really helped with his mental health to have someone he could hang out with and talk to. At some point, I asked her if S had told her anything about this club/group that my husband and I are a part of, and she said that he had told her a little bit about it. I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but basically it's a social group that meets up once a week to go on hikes, often in remote parts of the country where you discover a lot of hidden gems. We enjoy going and meeting new people and getting to see parts of the country that we otherwise never would have discovered. We have mentioned this group to S before since we go pretty regularly, but have never really asked him to come since we don't think he would enjoy the group or activities as much as we do. While I was talking about it, M said that she had heard of a similar group near where she lives, but she had heard that they were heavily associated with swingers. While there have been members of our group that are swingers, and we are accepting of all people, that is not what the group is about at all. I told her that there have been some people in our group associated with swinging, but didn't feel the need to elaborate any more, and our conversation got interrupted by our husbands coming out with the dinner they had cooked for us anyway. We all ate dinner together, and then went out to a couple bars before heading back to our place, where they crashed on a blow-up mattress in our guest room. We hung out with them a couple more times before M left to go back home, and they even invited me to go get tattoos with them, which I declined, so I didn't think anything was wrong until a week or so later when S and my husband were hanging out one night without me. S told my husband that M said I had told her about a swinging club that we were a part of, and then told her that I think S should try it out, implying that I wanted him to come and swing with us. To clarify, my husband and I are not swingers and have never been to any swinging parties or events, nor have I ever made any kind of move on S, since I don't find him attractive and think of him almost in a brotherly way. My husband tried to tell S that that's not what the group does, and that we aren't swingers, and that wasn't what I was implying. However, every time my husband tried to tell him this, S would just say things like, "You're denying it too much," which means that it's true. I did tell M at one point that I wish that she lived here and was able to come to the group to try it out because she is much more laid back than S, and I think she would enjoy it, and he would have a better time if she was with him, but I never said I wanted him to come alone, and my husband and I have never pressured or even asked us to come. I feel like it's not fair that M came here and met us for the first time and immediately starts accusing us of things that aren't true, even after saying how thankful she is that S has good friends like us to depend on, and that S believes what she is saying even though we have been very kind and welcoming to him for the entire time we've known him. I don't think it's fair that he won't even hear out our side of the story and blindly believes what his wife tells him, even though I understand that he wants to trust what his wife is saying. I'm also upset because I thought me and Em were having fun getting to know each other and making conversation, even adding each other on social media. But since she went back home, she hasn't even opened my last message. It was from before I found out about the accusation and wasn't anything important, but to me sends the message that she is upset with me over what she thinks I said to her. My husband isn't as upset about this as I am, but I told him that I don't want us coming over or hanging out with us for the foreseeable future because of his reaction to what his wife told him and not listening to what my husband tried to tell him after the accusation. My husband thinks I'm overreacting and that it's not a big deal because we know that what she told him isn't true. Am I the asshole? Sorry for how long the post is, and if anything got confusing, and thank you if you read this far.